brother. Simon Ekin.
Short for Simon.
Simon Ekin. Give it up for Simon Ekin. Simon Ekin. Got the t-shirt to prove it. It's Nike backwards. And my two brothers and I think it's great. It's a great idea. We've got a nice t-shirt. And our wives or ex-wives think it's a cuck idea. So my oldest brother, his wife, thought it was a cuck idea. He's divorced. My wife, soon to be ex-wife, thought it was a cuck idea and we're divorced. My youngest brother, his wife, thinks it's a cuck idea. Well, you can do the maths, right? So my name is a name, and I'm always interested in where the names come from, and I love identity and culture, you know. And so I went on the hunt for finding out where does this name Ekin come from, and I was led to believe from my father that it was a proud Dutch name, even though we've got fuck all Dutch heritage. It was a proud Dutch name, and that was the truth. And then one day I got a Facebook request from a man by the name of Mustafa in Turkey. He said, "I need to talk to you about your name. I didn't know you had a Turkish name." I said, "Fuck, Turkish name? Tell me." He said, "Yeah, I know. Ekin is a very, very popular name, common name in Turkey, and it means harvest." I was like, amazing, Turkish. I'm sure I've got a bit of Turkish in me. I like the Turks. I was very proud. Called my dad, said, "Dad, guess what? I found out that our name is not, in fact, Dutch at all, because no Dutch person I've ever spoken to has ever even heard of the name. But it's very, very popular in Turkey, and I believe that our name is Turkish." "Utter bollocks," he said. "Utter bollocks. Touch of the top brush." So, well, okay, my dad wasn't buying that one, but I want to just touch on why I'm here. Colonialism, really. You might have heard of it. It's when you know, countries from people from other countries basically overrun another country and claim it as their own. So you might have heard of it. And my family have been remarkably affected. We've done colonization on 3 continents, actually. India. My grandfather was an Indian Army general. He was in the Indian Army for 35 years. I mean, you wouldn't look at him and think he was Indian, but weirdly, he was an Indian Army general. And then we also did colonization here in South Africa, of course, you know, as one does. And strangest of all, Ireland, actually. And the thing about Ireland is that why Ireland was colonized by the British was because they're probably most like the Africans. Irish are most like the Africans. Why? Because they kind of do things like they talk to each other. You know, and they have a crack and they have a good laugh together, you know? So this is kind of generally what happens in Africa. Now, my dad, bless him, he died last year at age 92. And he was a clergyman, he was a priest. Quite an irreverent priest, as it happened. And one day, I was going in the car with him to the local supermarket, and he was, as he normally does, cussing and blinding at people in the cars, and you know, bastard, and move out the way, bastard, you know. I said, "Dad, you know, this is your parish, you know, these are your flock." "Fuck the flock," he said. So that was my dad, and I just want to touch on the Springbok victory. You know, I noticed that I was, as things got closer and closer towards the World Cup final, I noticed myself becoming kind of weirdly less and less interested. It felt like kind of a bit of groupthink, like we're all just going along with this green and gold. It had kind of weird kind of undertones of certain movements in history that happened in kind of Munich and places like that. You know, it had a kind of strange, kind of weird kind of group thing. We're all going along with it, boka, boka, boka. Even everyone who fucking hates rugby is just going on boka, boka. It's very weird. And then we win, which is fantastic. And the thing is that, if you notice, in South Africa, You know, it's the one country in the world where winning a World Cup is the equivalent to, a kind of existential blowout of enormous proportions. So we've won the World Cup. Sia does a fantastic speech, doesn't he? And then we go back to murderous mayhem on the Monday.
Yeah.
So just a little plug. Can we just direct some of that enthusiasm of rugby into, this country and this amazing, extraordinary, fucked up, beautiful, traumatic country that we live in? I adore it. I adore you. Simon Ekin, thanks for listening.